Habol mo na lang. Habol mo na lang. Hello? Aray ko. Hello? Naririnig ko sarili ko sa venue.
Sound. Check. Check, sound, check.
All right, we are now live.
After two exciting games in our triple header, we now come to the third match of the third day of Filbasket Subic Championship. It's the Burlington EOG Sports versus the San Juan Knights. Go for gold. I am Eman Cabilas together with Noel Zarate. And both of these teams, Noel, coming from dominating victories in the first day of Filbasket.
Maganda nga yung sinasabi mo dyan. These two teams coming off really, masasabi natin, surprising results dito. We expected a lot of close games between those sa mga lineup na mga matchups nila. Ito ko po na ng Burlington EOG, of course, coming off that victory in their opener against the Nueva Ecija best friend, 97-74. Para naman dito sa kupunan ng San Juan Knights, they were actually the first game that we had here in Filbasket. They came away with a resounding victory.
Tama Noel, sa opening game ng Filbasket, San Juan Knights dominated the 7-8 Primus in their game. And they were headed
Yeah, that is our match at hand right now, Eman.
Right, Burlington EOG Sports versus San Juan Knights. Go for gold. We now give you over to Ken Pangilinan, our stadium announcer.
Welcome to the third day of the 2021 Filbasket Subic Championship, presented by Live. This is the final game of our triple header, featuring Burlington EOG Sports and the San Juan Knights. Go for gold! Let's meet the starters first for Burlington EOG Sports. At 4, standing 6'2", from San Sebastian College, Sacramento's, number 23, Kenneth Filbasket. Also in guard, 6'1", from Lyceum, number 2, Enoch Valdez. At center, standing 6'4", from Lyceum, number 29, Alvin Bayon. At guard, 5'8", from Lyceum, number 93, Enzo Navarro. And at the other guard, standing 6 feet, from Jose Rizal University, number 15, Playwood Villas. Their coach is Mitchell. Escolar University, number 2, Ronan Walmar. At the other guard, standing 5'8", also from Central Escolar University, number 29, Alvin Abundo. At center, standing 6'4", from Tuleo de San Juan Knights, number 4, Abular. At forward, standing 6'4", from the pool, number 13, Arvin Gamboa. Then at the other forward, standing 6'5", from PMI College, number 5, Larry Rodriguez. Their head coach is Randy Alcantara.
And there you have it, our TM Easy Surf 9-9 first 5 for EOG, Valdez, Villapando, Baichong, Navarro, and Villarias.
And of course, para dito sa San Juan Knights, go for gold. The veterans, Larry Rodriguez, Alvin Abundo, Orlan Wamar, nandyan din Arvin Gamboa, second generation player, and Ato Ular. Tandaan natin, Orlan Wamar exploded dun sa kanilang huling game. He was actually the best player of the game. Let's see how he can do that again today against itong koponan ng Burlington EOG.
That is right. And that tip-off is there. EOG pushing it up. Navarro now. Villapando. And Eno Valdez, a revelation last game. He was the spark in the first quarter for EOG, Noel.
Makikita nga natin dito, there is a fast break here for Ular. So patuloy pa rin na mainit na performance dito ng San Juan Knights. Go for gold.
Yes, that time Gamboa finishing it off. Meanwhile, Navarro. Corner. Three is on the way, and it is good.
That's bad news para dito sa kuponan ng San Juan Knights. Go for gold. If they cannot stop Byron Villarias from hitting from the outside, they're in for a long night.
Byron Villarias, mainit kagad. Meanwhile, San Juan having trouble crossing the midcourt. Wamar, jumper. That is pure.
Well, Orlan Wamar still coming off that amazing performance that he had in his first game, 15 points. Para kay Orlan Wamar, all from beyond the arc. He was actually 0 for 1 from 2-point range dun sa kanilang pagkapanalo.
Wow, ibang klaseng stats yun. Ito naman po si Villapando driving. Nothing there. San Juan Knights pushing it. Nasobrahan yung lob. Muntikan na maagaw, yes! But napunta sa outside yung tapik ni Villapando there.
Oh, we have to tell the stories, of course, of these two teams. They are on their way here. Tandaan natin, it was an 81-59 win para sa San Juan Knights against 7A Primos. That is actually the largest margin of victory so far dito sa ating tournament, where ito ng Burlington EOG Sports, of course, 97-74. The 97 points is the highest score so far in this tournament. So we all know, looking at these numbers, na itong Burlington EOG, they want to score. And San Juan, of course, limiting yung 7A Primos to 59 points. They want to keep it low scoring. So what will win out tonight? We will see.
Of course, yung mga nakalaban nila dun sa dalawang victories nila came off winners in yesterday and today's games.
That's a good point also, di ba? Na nakabawi na yung dalawa nilang tinalo. So everybody happy so far dito, man.
Mismo. Balik po tayo sa aksyon. Abundo passing it off to, well, Wamar ended up with it. Abundo will ball fake. Lefty is good.
Maganda, no? Pareho taga si Central Escolar University itong backcourt tandem din. They came from the same system. They have similar skill strengths, although mas point guard talaga si Abundo. It's interesting because he is playing off the ball now.
Meanwhile, a three there by Navarro. In your face, 3 against Wamar.
Tuwan-tuwa yung mga taga Lyceum when they see etong si Lorenzo Navarro hitting that one wearing jersey number 93.
Yes, may kwento nga doon. I think na nasabi na ni Javi last time.
Right.
Meanwhile, miscommunication there. So the ball goes back to EOG Sports.
That's despite the turnover, no? Pag titignan mo nga ito si Arvin Gamboa, a lot of expectations sa kanya coming out of that pedigree. He is the son of Arnold Gamboa. He's had brothers play professionally as well. Tapos siya dito trying to continue the Gamboa name.
And we would like to thank our friends the Subic Bay and SBMA Central Luzon Regional Task Force. Maraming salamat po sa inyong assistance. San Juan Knights now, Abundo. And an offensive foul was called on Ular.
Medyo mataas yung aksyon na nangyari doon.
It is 6 minutes, 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Score is tied at 6.
This is going to be a pesky, this is going to be a pesky defense dito. Kahit sa half-court set na, makikita natin kung gano'ng kaluwag yung man-to-man defense and they suddenly drop down to a zone. So mapapaisip ka muna if you're Byron Villarreal, how do I get my shots off with this kind of defense?
And Byron Villarreal trapped there. Meanwhile, Wamar all alone for the layup.
Believe it or not, that is the first 2-point field goal of Orlan Wamar here in Filbasket.
Mukhang tina-target na nila dito si Villarreal na scout na from their first game.
Well, you really have to make sure that you keep a body on Byron Villarreal. Dati pa yan shooter. You want to make other people try to beat you instead of this veteran who just really is a house on fire when he starts to hit his shots.
Meanwhile, Navarro getting the foul there.
Tandaan natin, Byron Villarreal had a plus 21 efficiency in that win that they had over the Nueva Ecija best friend, leading the team with 20 points. That was a game-high score.
Right. Grabe yung efficiency, plus 21.
Yeah. Now this is interesting because this is now a matchup sub ang ginawa rito nitong si Coach Randy Alcantara. It's nice to see Randy Alcantara in at makikita nga natin Nocum is in as well.
And this free throw, Noel, is brought to you by our friend from Wilson. Wilson, our official ball of Filbasket Subic Championship.
We're still waiting for the first appearance, of course, para sa San Juan Knights go for gold. Ito si Renza Bando, who did not see action. But it's nice to see Randy Alcantara is back in harness as the head coach itong kupunan ng Knights.
Well, first game nila, Noel, Renza Bando, I don't think was even suited up.
Yeah, he did not suit up at all because they had to check about, there was a health issue that they needed to check, non-COVID related para dito kay Renza Bando, but it looks like he's been medically cleared to play. He was actually on the bench nung opening day but was not suited up. Now he's suited up. The question is, when will he play or will he play at all?
At abangan niya ng ating mga ka-Filbasket na nanonood sa social media. We are on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok.
Well, so far, this pace of the game, man, has sort of favored itong kupunan ng San Juan Knights. They are up on top and they're keeping the score low. And that will now be the cue para ipasok itong si ni Coach Britre Roma, itong si Ronnie Matias. They want that veteran presence. Enough of this youngster stuff. We need the vets in now.
Yun nga, they're still up. San Juan Knights go for goal, that is, 10-7. Navarro loses the ball. He was claiming na may pati daw doon.
But again, you know, the long arms of Larry Rodriguez, we've seen this for years already, breaking up passes. At ito naman ngayon, interesting also, the youngster Gamboa will check out and they will bring in another, masasabi natin, defensive specialist. Dito si Jonard Clarito. So again, Randy Alcantara wants this game low scoring.
Focusing on defense, Noel.
Yep.
5 minutes, 43 seconds left in the quarter. Larry Rodriguez is trapped. He gets out of it. Ito na si Nocum. That pass was blocked. It was actually a pass, no? At natapik. Byron Villarreal loses the ball.
Ganyan po katakam si Byron Villarreal that he's gonna jack up a three in transition just to get his scoring going.
And the ball goes back to him, and there it is. There it is, Noel.
That is his second three-pointer of the game. At kahit na anong depensa mo, you cannot keep a good shooter down.
With that three, Byron Villarreal ties up the game, 10-all. 5 minutes pa natitira dito sa ating quarter.
Sa Villarreal, matatawagan na foul. Tandaan natin, under FIBA rules, you're only allowed 5 personal fouls. And you don't want your prize scorer getting into foul trouble, especially here in the first quarter.
Of course, katulad na nangyari sa previous game natin na yung best player ng isang team nag-foul out kagad with 5 fouls. Meanwhile, Manzo, nasa kanya ngayon ng shores, being court general. Corner 3 on the way. Bounces out. Tapigan ng bola. And San Juan controls it. Nocum now. Back to Manzo. 4 minutes, 45
No, I
remaining.
was pointing at the shot clock because the shot clock was winding down. We have to indicate that to the fans.
All right.
Talagang yung recycling na ginagawa rito is now leading to these second chance points, which is something that, of course, EOG Burlington does not want to have happen to them.
But seems that San Juan is controlling the boards in previous plays. Meanwhile, ito ulit si Villarreal. Double teamed. He loses the ball. And San Juan is on the run. Pero si Machas breaking that fast break.
And Atolar has to give up the foul to stop the transition there. But it's defense on defense dito. You can see them fourth quarter energy na diving for the ball. They just really want to establish their game plan. Once again, the game plan for Burlington EOG is score as much as you can. They are not being allowed to do that by San Juan so far with the defense that held itong koponan ng kanilang kalaban the last game, 7A Primus, to just 59 points.
Meanwhile, 4 minutes remaining here. Machas looking for his teammate. 3 is no good there. Manso will push it up. Kung ano yung binibigay na depensa ng San Juan, ganun din ang sinusubukan ng EOG.
Yeah, but of course, San Juan has more experience in this kind of defense. Masasabi natin dito, you can't take away anything from Coach Britre Roma. He's one of the best guys who scouts the opposition. He was here nung tinalo nitong kupunan ng San Juan Knights, yung 7A Primus. But again, the question is, does he have the ammunition to play this kind of defense, San Juan-style defense against San Juan?
Let's see if Coach Britre Roma can give the San Juan Knights a taste of their own medicine. Pero sa ngayon, may free throws muna. That one is good by Ular. Putting San Juan up by 3, 13-10.
It's also interesting the way the substitution pattern has changed now from Young Garcia, who would usually stick with a 5 for a very long time. Kay Randy Alcantara, halos kada dead ball. There's a sub, and here we have another substitution coming in para dito sa kupunan ng San Juan Knights. Our first look now at JM Calma.
Seems like a chess match here for Coach Randy Alcantara. Talagang match for match.
Yeah, and total rebounds natin dito indicates also the aggressiveness nitong San Juan, crashing the boards as a group, hindi lang as an individual.
Meanwhile, Ronnie Machas with a hook. And that brings EOG Sports closer, 12-14.
And I'm sure Britre Roma would like to see more post-up moves para dito kay Ronnie Matias. That'll suck the defense in to free up etong si Byron Villarreal. He already has 2 3-pointers in this game.
Meanwhile, natawagan ng foul si Villapando. Getting too close for comfort.
Masamang balita rin yun because that'll be Villapando's second foul. And ito si Kenneth Villapando is very important also to the cause.
He was actually the second best player for EOG Burlington Sports there in their last game. Meanwhile, another whistle is blown. It is 14-12. San Juan Knights go for gold. Still up by 2. EOG Sports trying to tie it up.
Yeah, if you're gonna give a grade so far, yung grado na ibibigay natin dito in this first quarter, you have to give it to San Juan so far because so far 12 points pa lamang etong kupunan ng EOG, and San Juan is continuing to score at the free throw line. Keeping it low scoring, tandaan natin itong Burlington EOG, they did also start by only scoring 14 points sa kanilang unang laban against Nueva Ecija Best Friend, but then they proceeded to score consistently pataas na pataas as the game went on. So Diesel start against them. Let's see if that happens again here today.
Clarito splits his charities. Now James Castro is in for EOG. Putting it up, bounces out. And San Juan is running again. An alley-oop there.
I don't know
Manso to Nocum.
I don't know if Nocum was high enough to actually dunk that, but that's just a great assist there by Jun Manso.
Still a pretty play for the San Juan Knights. A timeout is called. This timeout is brought to you by Stig Roasters Coffee. And this grab assist delivery of the game is brought to you by Grab. 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter of play. San Juan Knights go for gold. Still up 17-12 against EOG Sports.
Nanggugulat na naman ito San Juan Knights with their pressure defense, but they're not really pressuring as much yet. Pinapakita lang nila that they can do this. You better watch out coming off timeouts.
And several personnel changes again for Coach Randy Alcantara.
Randy Alcantara has a penchant of doing this even in the PBA D-League when he was coaching Tanduay. Kada dead ball halos, that's a term we use when we were broadcasting Coach Randy Alcantara in the PBA D-League. So he likes to put different looks. Sometimes bibigyan pa nga niya ng 3 bigs, sometimes 3 small. It all depends on how he's dictating the tempo so far. And defensively, they are dictating the tempo by all these different looks na pinapakita nila on defense.
Ronnie Machas now scores only one of his 2 free throws. Scores 13-17. Lamang pa rin po ang San Juan. 2 minutes 48 seconds left in the quarter. And so Jet Vidal.
Yeah, so far the field goal shooting, San Juan's only missed 3 here. At ito, only 4 made so far para sa EOG.
Ito na po ulit. Umaatake ang San Juan. That floater was wayward by Manzo. Pero nakuha ulit nila yung bola. 9 seconds in the shot clock. 2 minutes in the game clock. Manzo loses his footing. And
that's a lucky break right there because they called the kickball violation nung madadampot na sana. That was supposed to be a transition attempt already para dito sa kupunan ng EOG Burlington, but kickball violation just brings it back here to the side of San Juan. So lucky break for the Knights. At first quarter pa lamang tayo, Eman. May improper bench decorum ng San Juan.
Yes, lamang pa naman sila, 17-13. 2 minutes ang natitira dito sa first quarter. 14 seconds ang shot clock ng San Juan.
Yeah, that was reset because of the kickball.
Oo nga. Manzo uses a screen. Clarito will fake, will drive. Balik kay Manzo. And broken na yung play. 3 seconds na lang to shoot. A shot is up and good by Clarito.
Yeah, Jonard Clarito has really expanded his range.
That was an errant pass by Nermal. And another alley-oop. No, tumama sa ring yung pasa ni Manzo.
And that was a lucky break for Jun Manzo. If he was trying to go for a floater, if he was trying to go for an alley-oop play to his teammate kasi matatawagan to si Ronnie Matias. So again, you try your best to keep basketball simple. If you keep on going for the flashy plays, things could go wrong. So that was a lucky break para dito kay Manzo as itong si John Orbeta is gonna get to the free throw line.
At ngayon si Manzo kinakausap ni Coach Randy.
Yeah, because you really have to keep things simple dito. I know it's exciting to have a lot of these good finishers in transition, pero if you wanna just keep it simple, that is a Randy Alcantara rule right there. Especially the coaching staff niya. You got guys like Yong Garcia, Nani Pondulan. They have made a living becoming they have made a living making things simple. At meron tayong konting kaganapan dito, Eman.
Yes, Baityong seemed to have given something to.
Yeah, but there was already a call for an unsportsmanlike foul. So mabuti na lang medyo maaga pa rito. The teams haven't really gotten into each other's face. If this happened in the fourth quarter, it might have been much worse.
Meanwhile, lamang pa rin ang San Juan 21-13.
I don't know if we can see get a shot of that what happened doon. Bigla na lang may bumulagta na lang and referee Arnel Bermeo was very quick to make the signal for the unsportsmanlike foul.
Yes, that was Kalma na nakatanggap kung ano man yung binigay ni Baityong.
Now we still have 1 minute and 47 anyway dito sa ating first quarter, so it is so far so good para dito sa San Juan. And again, if you're Burlington EOG, as we see this again, saan nangyari yun? Na-eclipse tayo ng referee so it was during the box out situation.
Anyway, Kalma, chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, we have no announcement yet on who the foul is on. Actually, I think they're still reviewing it right now. So even if Kalma is shooting free throws, we just want to know kung sino muna yung salarin before we start awarding free throws. So they are still reviewing it right now.
Right. referees reviewing the play. Siguro ang dinedetermine nila, Noel, kung anong klaseng foul ba ang ibibigay.
Oh, it's an unsportsmanlike foul,
Yes,
definitely. But I don't think it's
I mean
an
the
F2.
degree.
Kung F2 yan, mas malala na yung naging reaction ng iba doon. So,
Okay.
definitely it's an unsportsmanlike foul, pero they just want to determine if that unsportsmanlike foul. Let's see it again. Nakaharang kasi si referee Bermeo dito. So we don't see, pero it looks like an elbow swing ang ginawa dito nitong si Alvin Baitiong.
Yes, at naka-close fist pa, although yung elbow yung tumama
Yeah, it was an elbow
kay
swing.
Calma. May buwelo.
And usually, that happens during rebound situations, pero pag tumama, saka nahuli ka ng referee, ang bilis ng senyas for an unsportsmanlike foul. So that was an abnormal basketball play, as they call it.
Burlington EOG Sports number 29, Alvin Baitong, his first personal.
So I'm not sure if the house rules indicate that he has to sit down for a certain number of minutes.
Yes.
But it looks like he's just being lifted dito. Sa lapat nitong si Baitiong, Calma felt that one.
Oo. First technical free throw, malakas.
That's not a technical free throw. That's a regular free throw from an unsportsmanlike foul.
All right. Second is good.
Well, they keep possession, and they will keep the pressure on EOG Burlington.
With 1 minute 47 seconds left, lumaki pa ang kalamangan ng San Juan Knights. Manzo now. Dalawa ng point guard na dito, si Manzo at si Wamar. And 1 second of the shot clock, tumira si Manzo, hindi lang pumasok. But Calma is there for the rebound. Nermal intercepts it. Jet Vidal all the way.
So that is a rare transition basket para dito sa kupunan ng EOG.
Yes,
the lead more of that.
Umabol ng konti ang EOG, 15-22. 1 minute 10 seconds na lang natitira. 12 to shoot. Manzo floater. Wala, tapigan ng bola. Nakuha ni Sombero. James Castro nagmamadali. They want to play fast para malagpasan kagad ng depensa ng San Juan. Jet Vidal now. Nasundutan ni Calma.
And again, that defense in San Juan is really stingy. Oh, what a stretch there.
Yes, Manzo. 39 seconds left.
Ooh.
And James Castro is...
I better watch it,
right.
though. Pero na silang flagrant ay tinawag. Mainit na referee sa kanila because they keep on complaining. But that was an offensive foul. Nermal is trying to calm him down. And again, the looks on defense para dito sa San Juan, they keep on changing. Minsan nakakainis na rin because you're trying to make an inbound. All of a sudden, you have a full court press in your face.
Yun nga, talagang built na manglito ng opensa. 39 seconds left. Corner 3 there. Bounces out. Jet Vidal with a rebound. And let's see kung makakalagpas sila dito sa depensa ng San Juan. Magaliano. James Castro now, babawi ba? Kicks it out to Nermal for 3. No, pero na rebound ng kakampi niya. Hindi lang pumasok. And diving for the ball. At least 4 bodies there.
Ops, yep.
And
that second motion,
right.
That second motion will trigger that kind of a response galing sa San Juan. Because tapos na yung play and then there's a player that came in, dadaputin sana yung bola in a sort of a, masasabi natin, a malicious manner. Although didn't look like there was any physical contact anyway. But again, that is going to trigger yung kabilang koponan when you do that. So I think Coach Britman Roma has to now police his ranks because they are losing by 9 right now.
Yes.
But it's just the first quarter.
They cannot lose focus, no? Dun sa mga ganong klaseng plays. 16 seconds na lang natitira sa first quarter. After that play, several players holding onto their faces.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if they called an unsportsmanlike foul there again, but we heard the announcer from Ken Pangilinan na all players please proceed to your benches or at least in the area near your benches. So they're going to review this one again. Boy, our IRC has been very busy in this game. And the funny thing is, we're still in the first quarter.
Yun nga eh. Hindi pa natatapos, 16 seconds pa, 24-15. Lamang pa rin ang San Juan.
We get to see it here anyway before
There it is.
Okay. So itong si Calma was hit probably above the shoulder here by Magillano.
Yes.
And then there was the foot.
The foot by...
And yun, that's the motion that could start the free-for-all there. Kita mo yung reaction ng mga players from San Juan. The moment that player came in.
That's James Castro.
Yeah, that James Castro, who is still steaming from the offensive foul na tinawag sa kanya kanina.
Oh,
I don't think you could get anything conclusive from that, but definitely the motion of James Castro started that, the second motion niya started that reaction.
Pero buti na lang, cooler heads are prevailing now. And we're still waiting for the announcement kung ano yung call talaga after that play.
Well, there was no whistle on the shot. There was no whistle on the rebound play. The whistle came when the ball was on the ground.
Right.
Walang tawag dito.
Wala.
Although there could have been a foul there
On Magillano.
on Magillano. Wala ring tawag dito. This is where play halted nung pumasok na iyon. Okay?
Good.
So I'm not quite sure if they called something on that, but that motion na
Yes.
ginawa ni Castro can trigger something. Whether or not may tinamaan siya doon, that can trigger something. And there was a motion for an unsportsmanlike foul there by referee Bermeo. So talagang susuriin ito na maigyan ito si Mr. Anthony Sulit and Commissioner Jai Reyes. Because this will set the tone for the rest of the game. If you let something like this go, later on magkakasakitan na yung mga yan.
Baka hindi, first quarter pa lang tayo, as we said, no?
And I believe multiple players will be charged with this. Not just one kasi may initial and then may second motion din eh.
Right.
So that's what they're going to be looking at now. This could be the longest first quarter in Filbasket history, by the way.
Kanina pa, nakatengo doon na 16 seconds para matapos, hinihintay natin para matapos ang quarter.
Well, our international referee, Arnel Bermeo, he's been a roommate of mine in international competition. He knows his stuff and he is the crew chief. Kaya po si Ken Pangilinan. And you can see it is multiple. It's not just one, it's multiple.
Yes,
By the way,
he is pointing.
yung
the
ang dami na
benches.
sinusulat ni Ken.
Yes.
This reminds me of the time that I was in Ken's position during that Australia-Philippines brawl in the Philippine Arena 3 years ago. Maraming
Nandun ka pala,
sinulat.
no?
Oo, I was the
ikaw pala
announcer.
yung announcer nun.
Sports number 4, Jefferson Bebo, penalty. That's his first personal. Double technical foul on Burlington EOG Sports. Number 13, James Castro. And San Juan Knights go for goals. Number 3, Jude Manso.
Well, it's not really double technical foul. It's just technical foul on each player. Kasi kung double technical foul yan, tapon na sila.
Yes.
So the technical free throws or the technical fouls will offset. So the only thing that will happen here are free throws coming from the offended party ng foul ni Jetro Sombrero.
Yes.
Because they are in the penalty. And that is John R. Clarito.
Yes.
But yung importante rito is that the technical foul is counted as a personal foul for Castro and a personal foul for Manzo. Whether that makes a difference as we go along, malalaman natin. But again, guys, we are still in the first quarter.
First quarter pa lang. Clarito misses the first. Pero lamang pa rin sila dito ng 9 points. So that was the technical free
Yeah,
throw.
I believe that was a technical no. No, that's a second free
that's
throw
a
now already. So
second
mali rin
free
si Ken.
throw. Alright,
Mali rin si Ken because nag-offset yung technical free throws eh.
14 seconds left in the first quarter. Finally, tumatakbo na yung oras. Navarro now to Villarias for 3. Kabang! And the clock still running.
Yeah, they won't stop the clock in
Yes.
the first 3 quarters under FIBA rules, but that is a great start for Byron Villarias, hitting 3 3-pointers already dito sa ating first quarter. And they are keeping in step with San Juan Knights go for gold. Yun lang naman ang gusto nila ma-achieve dito.
Right, the lead is down to 7. San Juan Knights go for gold 25. Burlington EOG Sports 18. Magbabalik po kami. Meanwhile, ito na si Byron Villarreal looking for his shot at natawagan ng offensive foul.
I think that's si Ronnie Matias. Usually kasi it's the screener that is guilty of the offensive foul, but I believe that it's Byron Villarreal's fault at that moment. Kasi parating pa lang yung pick ni Ronnie Matias, hindi niya hinintay, ginawa na niya yung kanyang move. So si Ronnie parating pa lang, natama na niya yung defender even before he could establish position. So there has to be some kind of communication between the screener and the roller. And at that point, the screener was at a disadvantage because the roller rolled too soon.
Yun nga. Now Ronnie Matias comes out. He has 5 fouls. Check that, he has 2 fouls.
Yeah.
Oh, alley to Larry Rodriguez. Sorry, missed there.
Interesting also, Larry Rodriguez was the only one who did not score from the 10 players used by Randy Alcantara in the first quarter.
Navarro, meanwhile, was fouled. Coming from behind, attempted block by Manso. He was claiming all ball, pero tinawagan ng foul ng referee.
Well, Renzo Navarro hit a big three-pointer also earlier. Alam naman natin what this guy can do in terms of his shooting. Now, in terms of being a court general, ito yung hinahanap ngayon dito ni Coach Britt Roma. Who will be the court general that will lead us dito? It cannot be somebody who's supposed to be a point guard getting points as a points guard.
Yes. Navarro splits his free throws. Ang hinahanap na court general ni Coach Britt yung katulad niya, no?
Pwede na naman. Mahirap maghanap ng katulad ni Britt.
One of a kind si Coach Britt. Meanwhile, Villarreal with the rebound. EOG running, so they're keeping at pace here with San Juan.
Ang maganda nga dyan sa ginagawa, you're absolutely right. And because of this pace, Villarreal is getting some open looks. That's not Villarreal na tumira doon.
Pero Hilario?
Yeah, they're getting a lot of looks. And yan, underneath na naman. So this second unit, which is a small unit para sa kupunan ng San Juan Knights, is gonna give up a lot of these points if they don't adjust really quickly.
Now lock up. Pinasa ulit sa labas. San Juan will set this up. 10 seconds to shoot. 8 minutes pa natitira dito sa ating second quarter. 4 to shoot now. Manzo lets it fly. Blocked.
That's a little too patient for the offense para sa San Juan.
Overpassing naman. Meanwhile, Hilario again will try the 3 and connects.
Yeah. Ryan Hilario has been doing this his entire college life. He's actually played for 2 schools already coming in here. Being groomed as a center because he's 6'3", 6'4", but he's really more a shooter than anything else.
He can play the inside, he can play the outside. And with that 3 by Hilario, isa na lang po ang lamang ng San Juan Knights go for gold. Burlington EOG Sports humahabol na. And this time out is brought to you by Steve Roasters Coffee. We will return after this. Eto na po ulit tayo, 7 minutes, 51 seconds. Dito sa second quarter, lamang pa rin ang San Juan pero isa na lang, 25-24 against the Burlington EOG Sports.
And you can of course give that as a testament. Itong San Juan has not yet scored here dito sa ating second quarter. And again, we asked the question earlier, can Burlington EOG play San Juan style defense against San Juan? It's working now.
Yes, I think they are playing that style, and you're right, it is working. Another turnover there.
And again, I'm surprised that there's really not much in terms of personnel change para kay Randy Alcantara. Sometimes coaches will keep the team that lost the lead in the game so they get back the lead. Naman kayo, redeem yourselves.
Meanwhile, we'd like to thank our friends from SBMA, Subic Bay Central Luzon Regional Task Force. Thank you very much for your assistance, sirs. Ito ngayon, San Juan, nakuha ulit yung possession. Lock up trap. Ular will shoot it and will swish it.
Randy Alcantara's gonna take that, but he's also gonna say that was early in the shot clock. Larry Rodriguez pa-post pa lang, buti pumasok.
So that brings the lead back up to 3. We would like to acknowledge our partner here in Filbasket, Coco Life, the official partner of Filbasket Subic Championship.
There's going to be a foul called on Enzo Navarro. That's going to be a problem now for Brittany Roma because that's number 3 on his lead point guard.
That is correct, Noel. Enzo claiming na hinuk daw siya at siya pa'y natawagan ng foul.
Well, there has to be a sub here. Ito si Navarro's going to have to take a seat.
And
James Castro and Alvin Baggio for JP Maguliano and Enzo Navarro.
James Castro will come back in. Tingnan natin kung lumamig na ba ang ulo niya.
Yung isang tinawagan ng unsportsmanlike at yung isang tinawagan ng technical is back on the floor.
Bumalik ulit sila.
Yeah.
7 minutes remaining here in the second. 21 seconds pa natitira sa shot clock na San Juan. Tingnan natin kung madadagdagan nila yung lamang nila na tatlo. Abundo will shoot it. Too strong that time. Bumagsak yung bola kay Byron.
Byron Villarreal has not had any rest so far today. He doesn't need it naman.
Yun nga, relax na relax yung pang-apat niyang tres, Noel.
4 out of 5 from beyond the arc. 12 points for Byron Villarreal. And we are tied here at 27.
Abundo layup is no good. Gets it back, puts it up. Wala pa rin. And
yan na naman sila. Ayan na naman sila. But you only better watch it. Natawagan na siya. Ayan na naman. Please proceed to your respective benches. Hindi na. Mukhang na-control ka agad ng ating mga referees. But that was already out of bounds.
Right,
and the extracurriculars coming here
Yun.
from itong si Alvin Baitiong, a product, of course, of San Sebastian College, Recoletos. That's, he has to keep that in check. Ayan na, nandiyan na sila. Nakatingin na sila eh.
At pumito na yung referee.
Yeah.
Good job, by the way, by our refs for controlling this game. Meanwhile, Hilario hands it off to Valdez. Eto na, si Baityong. Yun, Mark Manas, si Byron. And Larry Rodriguez all alone for the layup.
So everybody that Randy Alcantara has used today has already scored. But more importantly, yun na nga, kailangan may screeners ito si Byron Villarreal. If he has to create off the dribble, it's going to give him problems.
Correct. Correct, Noel. In terms of screeners naman, andyan si Hilario and Baityong. So, pwede niyang gamitin yung dalawang yun. Meanwhile, Baityong, check that Hilario gets the foul and I think it's...
Wala, hindi pa daw shooting motion. Everybody's
All right.
saying 2 free throws, hindi pa daw.
Yes.
Binaba na yung bola, ibig sabihin the 5-second count has already begun.
At buti na takbo yun ng EOG Sports. Baityong, meanwhile, out to Castro. Back to Baityong, pero naagaw. Tumatakbo ulit na San Juan. 5 minutes remaining dito sa second. Counter steal by Castro. Valdez now, and Villarreal is all alone for the layup.
So that was a lucky break there. That should have been 2 points for San Juan. But again, quick recognition for the transition defense nitong EOG Burlington.
Lamar, meantime, 4-3, short.
Tahimik pa yan, ha?
Oo nga. And skying for that rebound was Enoch Valdez. Villarreal again, 4-3, short.
Now it's a question of who's going to use that timeout here in the second quarter.
Oo nga, 5 minutes pang natitira. We are tied at 29. So, Burlington EOG Sports matching the hustle of San Juan. Pero off the glass on a Saturday, the bank is open for Enoch Valdez.
Online banking daw ang ginagawa niya.
Online banking.
Always open yan.
And don't look now, Noel, EOG Sports is up by 3 points, 32-29.
Yeah, I believe this is their first lead of the game. We'll double check that in just a bit.
Nocum drops it off to Ular. The shot is strong. Byron Villarreal. 4 minutes to go. Hilario for 3. Bang!
We just confirmed with our stats people that this is the first lead, and now, Eman, this is the biggest lead.
Yes, 35-29 lamang na po ang Burlington EOG Sports. San Juan Knights go for gold. Parang nasaran yung ring. This time out is brought to you by Astig Roasters Coffee.
Timeout, Mabit yun.
4 minutes, 23 seconds na lang po natitira dito sa ating first half. Lumamang na ng 6 ang Burlington EOG Sports at titingnan po natin ngayon ang grab delivery of the game completed by Hilario. That assist of the game is brought to you by Grab.
Pero again, this is the biggest lead of the game. I'm talking to our guys from the stats. Nagkaroon na pala ng lead change kanina. So we're trying to determine when was the last time na lumabang itong Burlington EOG. But more importantly, they have the lead right now.
And San Juan, tingnan natin kung makakabawi. Dangerous pass pero nakuha naman ni Nocum. Nocum will drive. Too strong. Red shirts grab that rebound.
Yeah, they were able to break that 2-1-2 full court press.
Meanwhile, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. 4 minutes on the game clock. Floater bounces out again. Para talagang may takip yung ring nito sa San Juan.
Inaalat din si Manso ngayon.
Credit also the defense of Burlington EOG Sports. Meanwhile, Baitiong to Hilario. Hilario back to Baitiong. High-low.
Well, at least they still have 9 seconds on the shot clock. But you see the aggression now para sa EOG Burlington. Wala na sa kanila yung, uy, teka muna, ito yung San Juan Knights, yung nag-champion sa MPBL. Wala na yun sa harapan nila. Equals na sila ngayon.
Pantay-pantay na lang tayo ngayon. Limahan. And they have possession with 3 minutes and 42 seconds left at the half. Lamang pa rin sila ng 6 ng Burlington EOG Sports against San Juan Knights. Go for gold. Jet Vidal will inbound.
Yeah, pa, hindi pa umiingay yung Jet Vidal and they already have the lead.
Hilario will take it in. Nasundutan.
That should have been a hook shot for Brian Hilario.
Kapahook na eh. And that pass was, well, re-intercepted. Nocum bumali at pinasok.
Yeah, you can't rush things talaga dito if you're Burlington EOG. And again, that all started out with Brian Hilario trying to look for a more spectacular finish than the one he already had.
That cuts the lead down to 4. 13 seconds sa shot clock ng EOG. Hilario crossing over. Loses the ball again and this time.
No, but even if he lost the ball there, you know, that's a better move than the move that he made kanina na nawala na sa kanya yung bola.
Yes.
At least he was trying to stay aggressive.
Yes, and he was looking for the foul.
Tama.
Natapik daw ang kanyang braso. So, 3 minutes lang. And we'd like to acknowledge our partner here at Filbasket, Coco Life, the official partner of Filbasket Subic Championship.
Oh, that's just a great way to break that trapping defense. Joner Clarito talaga did not stop running, went underneath the basket and a good find for San Juan.
At dahan-dahan bumabalik na ang San Juan. Dalawa na lang ang lamang ng Burlington EOG Sports with 2 minutes 44 seconds left. 12 seconds again sa shot clock. Jet Vidal now for EOG. Puts it up, puts it in.
Sabi ko sa'yo, hindi pa nag-iingay yung Jet Vidal. We all know this guy can score 30 points if he wants to. So now that Villarreal is taking a break, it's now time for Jet Vidal to take over. And of course, that was our TikTok move of the game.
San Juan now. Calma loses it sa baseline. Active hands by EOG Sports.
Active hands there by Baitiong. Actually, nabangga na nga niya. Natapikan pa niya. Na last touch pa itong si Calma. So everything going right for the defense. Again, malapit na tayo sa ating halftime break. We're 2:15 away from that. The question for Britre Roma is, yes, he has enough young legs to keep up with San Juan. but can he maintain this kind of defensive posture against a very, very well-rounded team?
Well, we'll see that as the game progresses on. Meanwhile, 2 minutes remaining. 9 seconds on the shot clock para sa EOG. Jet Vidal outside the rainbow area.
Ganda depensa.
And ayan na, turning up the defense is San Juan. Kalma asking for the alley-oop pero hindi dumating. Hindi na kailangan.
Well, that's a John Clarito specialty when he was still playing for De Ocampo Memorial College.
Lead pass there. Ooh, sorry, miss. Pero
Oy!
naagaw pero hindi rin pumasok yung tira. And that is Mendez, if I'm not mistaken. Normal. Almost ran out of real estate. Yes, he did, pero nakuha ulit ng kanyang kakampi.
Ang daming open, no? Ang daming open.
Kaya nga. So, this is like a mad scramble for the ball, no?
Well, again, they're not really used to playing at this speed yet against this kind of defense. So when they start getting used to it, wala na problema yan. Nasa kalma. Patatawagan din dito, Evan.
Yung whistle na yun ng referee, parang breath of fresh air sa atin. Nakahinga rin tayo sa bilis ng
yeah, but the thing is, this
action.
is exactly what EOG wants to do, force this kind of speed. Now, they're doing it against a small San Juan lineup that is built to handle this kind of speed.
Mismo, now Mendez, cross court, Nermal will try the three, too strong. Nakuha ni Baityong ang rebound, skying high. Now he will turn, naipit. Magiliano for three. Short naman.
You'd better make that. He took all the defense. Itong si Baityong took all the defense with him.
51 seconds na lang natitira dito sa half. Lamang pa rin ang dalawang EOG Sports. Abundo now. Cross court. Manzo, the floater. Hindi talaga pumapasok yung mga floaters.
It's not his day, and he's angry at himself already. Jun Manzo knows that he can do a lot better than that. And the thing is, he is missing shots that are hardly contested. Kasi nga point guard siya, and they know he's a point guard first. Although, ito nandito si Alvin Abundo, siyang may tangan ng bola all the time. They're looking for to intercept his pass. They're looking na matapikan siya. But they're not looking to block his shot. That's why Manzo is upset because he's already missed 4 or 5 of these open floaters. Dapat tampak na yung kalaban by now eh.
Exactly, Noel. And parang automatic na yung kay Manzo, yung mga floaters na ganun.
Even his days from the University of the Philippines.
Yes. Meanwhile, 35 seconds na lang ang natitira. Tingnan natin kung makakatabla ba ang San Juan or makukuha nilang lamang. Manzo will fake and he will drive, kick out again. 3 is on the way. Bang!
And finally, Orlan Luamar, and that's going to be an instant timeout there called by Brit Roma. The Cebuanos, or the former classmates at the University of the Visayas High School, are converging for that play.
We will go on. Now, and this time I was brought to you by Astig Roasters Coffee. We will return after this. Before that timeout called by Burlington EOG Sports, nakuha na po ng San Juan Knights. Go for gold ang lamang, and we'll look at it now.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, that was just an excellent read between two guys who know each other very well. I was talking to Commissioner Jai Reyes. He says he's very, very interested in the magiging resulta nitong ating laban. But I just told him, you're up against San Juan. They're gonna adjust at halftime.
Meanwhile, Byron Villarias misses that one. Jet Vidal for 3. Short. Crashing the boards, all white shirts.
That's not the job of Byron Villarreal. But he senses that they could be like, they could have an opportunity to pull off the second upset of Filbasket.
Oo nga. And nadadala na rin si Byron sa hustle ng teammates niya.
Byron Villarias, kung nagtatanong po kayo kung related siya kay Vic Villarias, kay Bernie Villarias, yes, he is. Pinsan niya pala yung mga yon. Hindi niya tito, mga pinsan niya.
Pinsan.
Oo.
However, he misses the first. He could have tied the game, pero meron pang isang free throw para kay Byron.
Tanda mo may halong ano na rin yan, out of rhythm a little bit there.
Yes.
Of course, that free throw.
That free throw is brought to you by Wilson, our official ball for Filbasket Subic Championship.
Kasi matagal din siya naupo, so his rhythm might have been a little bit off. But again, you're heading into the halftime break.
Yes, 9 seconds na lang bago matapos tong first half.
I guarantee you that nobody watching right now except the fans of Burlington EOG thought that we'd have a tied game.
Yun
Pero
nga.
may chance pa naman makascore in San Juan.
Panalong-panalo ang ating ka-Filbasket ngayong gabi. Manzo, floater again, wala pa rin. Isa pa.
Finally!
Yun. Finally, Manzo beating the game clock and giving San Juan a 2-point lead going into the half.
That's 38 for Burlington EOG Sports and 40.
Yeah, so yun na nga, Eman, it's very interesting to see what kind of adjustments San Juan will make after losing a large lead in the first half.
The score is 40-38. Dalawa ang lamang ng San Juan. Magbabalik po kami after the half. Time break. And then yun. And we're back here dito sa Filbasket Subic Championship, brought to you by Coco Life. Ako po si Eman Cabiles together with Noel Zarate. 38-40 ang score natin ngayon. And ito ang ating halftime stats, brought to you by TM Easy Surf 99.
Makikita natin nakahabol na. Actually, ito ko po na ng Burlington EOG outscored the San Juan Knights in that second quarter, 20-15. At nagawa nga nila by improving on their points off turnovers. Makikita na natin dito itong kupunan ng Burlington EOG. At least nakakuha na sila ng 4 points off the turnovers na nangyari dito. But itong second chance point still belongs to San Juan. Itong kupunan ng Burlington EOG used a lot of their trapping defense to be able to get a lot of people some open looks, namely itong si Byron Villarias.
Yes, Noel. And sabi nga natin, Burlington EOG Sports giving San Juan Knights a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah, look at the 3-point field goal naman talaga dito. 8 out of 17. That's what they used. San Juan 2 out of 9. It's as if they're not even trying. Wala pa. That's like half the attempts of Burlington EOG. So again, San Juan wants to break away here in the second half. They gotta control the 3-point shooting.
That is right. Pero tingnan natin kung aling depensa naman ang ibabato ulit ng San Juan against EOG.
Yeah, well, so far, makita nga natin, Byron Villarias already scoring 15 points. He's got 4 3-pointers in that first half. Brian Hilario, that's not a surprise. This guy can actually score a lot of points as well. Pero yun, they need more help. Jet Vidal slowly getting into the picture with 4 points. John Clarito coming off the bench. That is not a good sign for San Juan when your starters have not yet really picked up the scoring slack yet. Orlan Wamar, a very quiet 7 points nung ating first half in our leading scores na hatid sa atin ng Grab Food.
Yes, that's right. Wala pang double figures sa mga players ng San Juan dito.
At saka yung 9 points ni John Clarito, Kayod Marino yung 9 points niya. So the guards have to really get their act going here for San Juan. But again, Randy Alcantara, he's the veteran coach. The adjustment is surely going to be on their side. But the possession is going to begin with Burlington EOG.
And here we go with the third quarter of play. San Juan protecting a 2-point lead. Pero andito na ang EOG Sports. Castro now. We'll see kung ito na naman yung trapping defense. Yung maigpit na depensa ng San Juan Knights.
But again, you know, the first order of business for Burlington EOG is to go for the 3-point shot and not depensa ang kagad sila ron.
Oo nga, parang basang-basa yung play. Speaking of 3-point shots, Wamar with that wapak 3.
Yeah, he's in double figures right now. Just a matter of time for Orlan Wamar finds his range.
Gagawa si Orlan Wamar. Meanwhile, Ronnie Matias looking for his teammates, natapikan. And here we go. Yung patented San Juan defense. Will they shoot the 3 again? Wisely brings it out. Wamar again. He checked.
No, but that's a great rotation there. Wamar just missed the shot. Nako.
Speaking of heat checks, ayun, si Byron Villarreal. Saktong-sakto ang pasa ba? Yung balance lang ang hindi sakto.
Yeah, John Clarito could have waited for his teammates. It was very early in the shot clock there. He had just saved the ball. That bought enough time for the defense to get back to try and stop him.
Meanwhile, again, marked man na si Villarreal, no, ng San Juan.
Ronnie Matias was not yet in position to get that pass. Napasa sa kanya. That's why he turned it over.
Pag natatanggap ni Byron yung bola, biniblitz siya ng mga players ng San Juan dito.
Well, that gives another opportunity also for other people to try and score. Because lahat na depensa na concentrate kay Byron Villarreal. And that's why Ronnie Matias is in there. Although naiwan niyang bukas si Larry Rodriguez.
Ayun nga. Now it's up for EOG Sports to find the open man when they blitz Byron. And there, Abundo too close for comfort. Tinawagan na siya ng foul.
Oh, and this is a good job. This is a good assignment na ginagawa dito ni Randy Alcantara. Put the veteran smaller guard, etong si Alvin Abundo, on Byron Villarreal. Usually shooters, hindi nila mababa ang bola pag mas maliit ang bantay nila.
Yes, that's true, Noel. Nakakailang pag hindi mo nakikita sa taas yung bumabantay sa'yo. Pag shooter ka. Speaking of shooters, Nermal for 3.
Yeah, Jan Nermal has been doing that his entire career.
And the score is now 45-41. San Juan Knights still up by 4 here. Wamar calling the play. Larry Rodriguez comes out. 10 on the shot clock. And a foul is called against Villapando.
Obviously, San Juan, when they get into the half-court set, they're not looking for the post option anymore. Gusto nilang i-swing, tapos mag-attack sila, so they dribble drive na nila. The problem there is, yung depensa is not biting on any of the fakes. Everybody's staying home, nobody's switching.
Yes, good discipline there. Not biting on the fakes. Pass was too high.
That's actually a design play. It's just the wrong guy. If that was for Larry Rodriguez, that would have been an easy 2 points.
We would like to give our thanks to Subic Bay, SBMA, and Central Luzon Regional Task Force. Maraming salamat po for your assist para dito sa Filbasket.
You know, ito si Rolly Matias has actually been a non-factor so far dito. And now he finally gets something going in the post.
Yeah, and that's its sweet spot. Pero he gives it up to Nermal. Nermal shoots the 3. Bounces out. Castro picks it up. And another chance for EOG Sports dito, Noel. 8 to shoot. 5 to shoot. Castro releases. Wala. Tapigan ng bola. Nakuha ni Nermal pa rin. And Ronnie Matias bothered there.
Ronnie Matias was not expecting that pass. He wanted to rebound already.
Right. And hindi na notice ni Nermal, no? If he went up for that shot, walang sasabay sa kanya.
Well, it's not his fault either kasi masusupalpal na rin siya. So they're gonna finally get Jonard Clarito. Tanda natin, Jonard Clarito and Reden Fabro formed one of the most vicious front courts na ask ko before when they were playing for De Ocampo Memorial College. And I mean physical. Actually, kanina nanonood yung sila kakampi. Si Daryl Karangian was watching. I don't know if Daryl's still watching. I'm sure he is. Kasi naglalaro nga ito si Clarito.
Natawagan naman doon ng traveling si Byron. Medyo pilit yung kanyang drive against at least 3 red shirts.
I mean, you're supposed to give the ball to Villarias outside. You can't let him create off the dribble. He has to be a catch-and-shoot guy.
Yes. Larry Rodriguez now double team. And that worked for Burlington EOG Sports. Jason Castro all the way short on the layup. Matias creating space. And he got that big fish. A foul from Larry Rodriguez that time.
That was actually James Castro. Jason Castro just won a championship yesterday with TNT Tropang Giga. Congratulations nga pala to TNT Tropang Giga. Being crowned the PBA Philippine Cup champion. Kahapon lang po yan. And well-deserved. Kay Coach Chot Reyes. They really worked hard this season.
This free throw is brought to you by Wilson, our official ball for Filbasket Subic Championship. Wilson.
So again, Ronnie Matias has not found his mojo in this game, man.
Oo nga. Missing his first free throw. Let's see kung mabababa niya sa 3 ang kalamangan.
Nope.
Hindi pa rin. Pero he tracks that ball down, though saves it to the wrong guy.
He should just go back down on defense. He doesn't want to pick up a silly foul there. But again, there's a lot of pressure on Ronnie Matias being only 1 of 2 or make that only 1 ex-pro dito sa lineup nitong kupunan ng well, dalawa na pala sila, Byron Villarias. 1 of the 2 ex-pros here.
Mid-air collision there. Normal and Lamar. Parang soccer play yung nangyari na yun.
Akala ko, header na nila yung bola that time eh.
Anyway, lamang pa rin po ang San Juan Knights go for gold, 45-41 against Burlington EOG Sports.
And here's a guy who got lost in the rotation for this game because of the matchups. Itong si Gamboa. Arvin Gamboa started this game, but he was only seeing his first action since starting here in this third.
6 minutes left in the third quarter.
Nice.
There's Gamboa. Instant offense for Gamboa there.
Look more like Alan Gamboa than his dad, Arnold Gamboa, on that baseline jumper.
Yun din ang specialty ng daddy niya eh.
Hindi, yung tatay niya inside. Yung tito niya, si Alan Gamboa. Yan
Alan
talaga.
Gamboa.
Wing player ng UP dati yan.
Meanwhile, at the post, Aguiliano will turn, will shoot, will miss. Normal. Akala ko makukuha ni Normal yung bola kay Larry Rodriguez.
Good luck against Larry Rodriguez.
So San Juan now pushing. Clarito will force his way against Byron. Byron gets the foul.
And again, if you're Brit Roma, you want to keep Byron Villarias as far away from fouls as possible. That's only his second foul. Pero yun na nga, if anybody can pick up the offensive player, wag na si Byron Villarias. And I'm surprised that we're not seeing much of Jet Vidal also here at this point. Pag pinagsabay sa kanila, naku, may hilo na yung depensa ng San Juan kung sino tututukan nila.
Absolutely right. Pero
speaking of which, here he comes.
Ayun na. Pero parang nakikita ko dito sa San Juan, no, pag nasa harapan nila si Villarias, they will try to fish for his foul.
Oh, they want to get him out of the game, that's for sure.
Wala nangyari doon sa opensa ng San Juan Knights. Ito na si Ronnie Matias against Clarito. Mismatch here. Inside move. And Ronnie Matias. Yun na ba yung mojo niya, Noel?
Yeah, well, of course, that is our TikTok move of the game. Courtesy of ito si Ronnie Matias. And he did it against the smaller Jonard Clarito. Then sobrang taas ng respeto niya para dito kay Ronnie Matias. Why? Because ito si Jonard Clarito actually plays like Ronnie Matias.
Oo nga. Similar style of play there. And that foul is against Maguiliano. Tinulak niya yung pick set by Clarito while Gamboa was in the air.
Yeah, I mean, ito si Arvin Gamboa, according to Javi Palanya, was a former member of the University of the Philippines Team B na nakasabayan din ni Javi doon. But he was not this bulky when he played for Team B ng UP.
So he found his way to the gym na. No?
Yeah, yun na nga talaga. And then again, another thing, I just want to point out, Renza Bando has not yet played in this game.
Yes,
He's in the building and in uniform.
Right,
Eman.
right. Madami naghihintay dito sa laro ni Renza Bando.
Okay, just for all of the Renza Bando fans na nag-aabang dito sa kanya is he actually was not able to play sa first game because he had to be medically cleared of something. Hindi po yun COVID. Alright, he had to be medically cleared for something. He was here, not in uniform, so hindi siya naglaro ng first game. Now he's in uniform. He was actually warming up also today. Pero he's not yet being played. So nasa precaution mode pa rin itong kanyang kupunan.
In the meantime, Gamboa giving San Juan a bit of a cushion here. 49-43 na. And good defense. Now San Juan is running Wamar.
Good luck.
Yes, with a layup. In a blink of an eye, nawala na.
Napasa kanila ni Rodriguez kay Wamar. Umikot na siya eh. Okay na to, 2 points na to.
At least Noel, itong third quarter medyo mabilis-bilis. Doon sa previous quarters, 4 minutes na lang ang natitira. Lamang pa rin na San Juan, 51-43. Magiliano, blocked by Rodriguez. Tried to take on the veteran there.
That's vintage Larry Rodriguez.
The block and the steal. Meanwhile, lumabas naman yung layup ng San Juan, Gamboa. Pero Abundo steals it back.
But he stepped out of bounds. That's the problem. But again, you like the hustle na pinapakita rito ni Alvin Abundo. He's not getting you the points, although you know he can score, especially in his days for CEU. Pero yung depensa na binibigay niya on Byron Villarias and off the ball playing the passing lanes, that is gold so far para sa San Juan. And because of that, or indirectly because of that, lamang na sila ng 8. Kanina tabla-tabla pa yan, but now they're starting to pull away. And the presence now of Jet Vidal, let's see if this will make a difference. 2 na, tutuunan ng pansin na San Juan.
Ito na naman yung series of substitution, no? Chess match ni Coach Randy and Coach Britt. Baitiong for 3, wala.
That's interesting, that play that Navarro did. Because Villapando, make that Villarias at saka si Vidal are there.
Gamboa, the floater, nothing there. Jet Vidal now orchestrating the fast break. Kasundutan ni Abundo, ibang level ang depensa ni Abundo.
Alvin's really known for that.
The timing, the hustle. Ito na siya ngayon. Inside to Gamboa. Calma, jumper, bounces in.
Randy Alcantara is going to be very happy with the way they're executing their offense. However, Britt Roma is very unhappy with the way Burlington EOG's defense is falling apart, now down by 10 points dito sa ating third quarter.
Meanwhile, a timeout is called and it is brought to you by Steak Roasters Coffee. Magbabalik po kami.
Pero dalasan mo pa rin to.
We will now take a look at that last play by San Juan Knights. Calma, his jumper.
Ganda ng ball rotation na nangyari doon. Everybody thought it would stop with the inside incursion, pero may extra pass pa sa labas.
Parang lahat nakatouch ng bola. Speaking of touches, Enoch Valdez. I love his name, Enoch.
Well, but that's actually the similar play ran by San Juan earlier, except sa loob ginawa yung play.
Beautiful interior passing by EOG Sports. Manjo now, way outside. Si Baitiong ang kaharap niya. Nag-switch na si Navarro. Cross court. Lockup will force that one. Wala. Sombero with a rebound. 2 minutes 20 remaining here. Jet Vidal for 3. Offline. Lockup getting that rebound now. Pushing the ball up. San Juan wants to play fast, Noel.
Well, that's one of the reasons why they have this lead right now.
Exactly.
12
seconds to shoot. 12 seconds to shoot now. Manzo. 7 seconds na lang. Abundo now, na-trap. Pero nabigay niya kay Clarito sa corner. Wala.
Now, that was not a very well-run offensive thrust, but this is.
Yon. Always at the right place at the right time. Enoch Valdez.
Again, that's another grab food delivery of the game right there. The fast break is starting to work again para dito sa kupunan ng EOG. And of course, that is brought to us by Grab.
Lakap now being hounded by Vidal. 1 minute 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Jumper is no good. And a foul is called on the rebound.
Ito yung quality ball game that the referees established by controlling that first quarter.
Yes.
Tandaan natin yung first quarter, ang daming pisikalan, may mga technical foul na tinawag, may sportsmanlike foul na tinawag. But you know the caliber of these two teams and they can give you this kind of basketball. So kudos to the officials for controlling yung physicality at yung muntik na mag-away-away ng first quarter. This is the kind of basketball that these two teams can display.
Great job by our referees. Meanwhile, Clarito adds on to that San Juan lead. It is now 54-47. 1 minute and 26 seconds remaining na lang sa third quarter. Second free throw by Clarito. Bounces out. And guess who got the rebound? Enoch Valdez.
I called him LeBron Lopez when I saw him the first time. Akala ko sila yun.
Enoch losing losing the ball that time. And pushing again is San Juan. Nocum will sky and will connect.
Matapang talaga nito si Adrian Nocum, one of Coach Randy Alcantara's boys from the Mapua Cardinals. He just knows how to finish.
Navarro will shoot the jumper. Wala. And Nocum again gets that rebound.
You know, going now to Renzo Navarro, tanda natin, he started the game, maganda yung pag-orchestrate niya to start, but he got into early foul trouble at naupo siya na batagal. So nababad tuloy itong si James Castro. Now he's trying to get his rhythm back. That's what foul trouble can do to you. Not only as centers, di ba, yung mga hindi ka na makakadepensa, pero yung rhythm din as the lead point guard. If you take a seat for a long time and you try to reestablish your rhythm, baka medyo mahirapan ka na. That's exactly what's happening now to Renzo Navarro.
Medyo nanlalamig pa si Renzo.
Oo.
Pero ito na, nakashoot na naman ang free throw.
Balik na naman sa double figures yan, ha?
Yes, 10 points. Being enjoyed here by San Juan Knights. Go for gold against the Burlington EOG Sports.
And I guess the right word that you use there, Eman, is enjoying. Because it's so hard to get this kind of a lead. Nakita na natin yung pangil dito ng Burlington EOG. You cannot take this team lightly.
Nakipagtapatan na sila sa San Juan.
Oo.
10 seconds to shoot. Navarro will go to the middle. Scoop shot. Won't go.
Uh-oh.
Enoch grabs that ball from Nocum and puts it in. Enoch Valdez. Yan ang workhorse ni Coach Britt dito sa Burlington EOG Sports.
I don't know if they're gonna call something here after the main basket. Oh, it's a delay of game warning.
Delay of game lang naman.
Yeah. But again, that was just a talagang pesky na defender.
Yes.
You cannot put the ball down in front of Enoch Valdez. Gusto na mag-fast break eh. Pero andun pa rin, never gave up on the play. I like what this kid is showing. This kid out of Letran. Ito si Enoch Valdez.
In the meantime, 29 seconds na lang nalalabi dito sa third quarter. Tingnan natin kung anong magagawa ng San Juan Knights. Kung madadagdagan pa nilang lamang.
Well, it's a 5-second difference between the clock. Right. So going for a 2-for-1 is out of the question dito. So you want to get the best shot that you can. You've established your momentum. Pero yun na nga, the peskiness of the defense of Burlington EOG is still keeping them in the game.
Larry Rodriguez now. Calma. This is Manzo, rather. And that is Larry Rodriguez.
That's a great save by Rodriguez on the air ball. Galing dito kay Jun Manzo.
Sabi ni Jun Manzo, pasa yun.
Aha.
Meanwhile, a 3 from Enoch Valdez. Bounces out. At may tawag na naman ng ref sa loob. Nagsabay pa si Baitiong at si Larry Rodriguez.
Well, the problem there is if that's going to be on Burlington EOG, they are over the limit. Now, it's called on Clarito, so that's just their fourth. There's still 0.6 of a second remaining. Hindi pa, 14 fouls pa lamang. They're not yet in the penalty.
It's actually a good foul at this point, no? With 0.6 seconds remaining.
I'm not sure. They're sending Villarias back in.
Tingnan natin kung pag 0.6, catch and shoot na ba?
Yeah, catch and shoot lamang.
Catch and shoot.
Gawin na end of third quarter, daming palitan just for this one possession with 0.6 of a second left.
Chess match pa rin. Continues. Coach Randy versus Coach Britt. Let's see what EOG will do here. Byron gets the ball and misses the three. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, lamang pa rin po ang San Juan Knights go for gold. 59, Burlington EOG Sports naman 49. And we will be back for the 4th and final quarter.
You don't have to go back. Ito pala third lang. Overall.
Fourth and final quarter now dito sa laro ng San Juan Knights go for gold versus Burlington EOG Sports. Lamang po ang San Juan ng 10, 59-49. Nung first half, head-to-head pa ang laban. Pero unti-unting lumalayo na dito ang San Juan.
Oh, but the nice thing para dito sa kupunan ng EOG Sports, Burlington EOG Sports is that they're still within striking distance. 10 points lamang yan. They've overcome a 10-point lead already before. So they know they can do it. Ang problema doon, San Juan outscored them 19-11. Only 11 points in that third quarter scored para dito sa kupunan ng Burlington EOG.
That is right. The San Juan patented defense working in that third quarter. Kick out now. Manzo will shoot that three. Awkward three at that. Pero he gets it back.
Again, gang rebounding para dito sa San Juan gives them another possession.
Iba level ng hustle ng red shirts dito. Manzo will find Wamar for the corner three. Bang!
Binebenta pa ni Wamar na tinamaan daw siya doon. Over Maguiliano.
Yes, over the outstretched arms of Maguiliano, no?
Shot clock 19 seconds.
Maganda naman sana yung ginawa ng EOG Sports doon.
Na you like the way EOG is responding to this, right? Para dito sa kupunan ng sa kanilang kupunan. Is they're really going toe-to-toe against San Juan. Now the problem is San Juan nga was able to put the clamps on them nung ating first half or ng ating third quarter. So medyo abante na sila rito, being up by 13 points, which is actually the largest lead of the game.
Yes, yung respond na yun. Pagkatapos ng 3, ang bilis ng baba ng bola nila. Natapik nga lang ng depensa ng San Juan. Meanwhile, Baityong misses that hook shot.
They have to know that Villarias is in there. Itong kupunan ng Burlington EOG. They gotta get him the ball on the weak side.
Yes, at maraming pwedeng magbigay ng picks para kay Byron.
And the guy who's supposed to give the pick took the shot.
Yun nga. Manzo loses it. And rushing now is Ino. Hindi niya nakikita sa likod.
Nakita
si Omar, nakita rin. And Byron, yun, easy two.
That's why he timed that pass perfectly. If he'd given it earlier, the defense would have been able to go to Byron Villarias. So, easy 2 points para kay Villarias.
Kala ko masusundod na ni streaking Wamar. Yung
bola
from Ino.
Well, he's got 17 ngayon. That's a game-high score para kay Villarias.
Corner 3 there by Wamar.
Well, sorry, now he's the leading scorer of the game.
Ayan na.
Kanina si Villarias at 17. Wamar now with 18. That's a game-high score.
So there's some kind of a personal competition there between Wamar and Villarias in terms of scoring, no? Leading scorer.
You know, Larry Rodriguez, if you look at the stats right now, at the end of the third quarter, his efficiency level is off the charts. He's second on the team, highest efficiency with a plus 16. Jonard Clarito lang ang lamang sa kanya with a plus 17. And that's for somebody who's almost 40 years old.
That is the value of the veteran.
Oy.
Efficiency.
Yan na naman si Brian Hilario, nakadali na naman.
Yes, yung sinasabi mo na dapat mag-screen, tumira, pero pinasok.
Pamano, Hilario is actually a very, very good shooter.
Oo, proficient scorer itong si Hilario. Meanwhile, Calma, back to Amar. Ito na si Larry Rodriguez. Ang ganda ng matchup nila dito with Bejong. Gives it to Calma, and Calma puts it in with a foul.
Again, Larry Rodriguez drawing the defense to him pagdating sa poste. Who said the post game is dead in basketball? Larry Rodriguez is proving na he can still draw the defense at makapasa pa rin sa mga open teammates niya. He's been doing that his entire career, even in the PBA.
It is quite refreshing to see those post moves, those post games, lalo na sa mga kabatch ko.
Well, Larry talagang I've covered this guy ever since he started his career as a player in the National Basketball Conference for the Osami squad.
Calma completes the three-point play. Pinag-uusapan pa lang natin yung efficiency ni Larry Rodriguez, and he does that. No? Hilario again for three, short this time. Calma skies, and the ball stays with Burlington EOG Sports.
I think this is the most number of minutes Larry Rodriguez played in about 5 years.
Parang ayaw siyang ilabas ni Coach.
Oh, he's doing a great
Randy
job.
Because ang ganda ng matchup niya against Bejong. No?
Not only that, yung presence kanya, I mean, plus 16 efficiency means he's really doing a lot of the intangibles as well, which you cannot say the same about itong si Ronnie Matias.
Yun. Pero tingnan natin kung babawi dito si Ronnie Matias sa matchup nila with Larry Rodriguez. Byron, thought twice when he was in the air.
And boy, Alvin Abundo is winning that matchup already despite the fact na itong si Byron Villarreal has 17 points. Talagang hinahihirapan siya pag si Alvin Abundo nakabantay sa kanya. Look at the way Abundo just evades the defense.
Tatlong white shirts yun, pero nilagpasan lang yung lahat.
Yeah.
Ng Wamar, setting Larry Rodriguez at the post. Double team. Oh,
great
good hands there.
Oh.
Yes, by Navarro.
Ganyan ka everywhere po si Larry Rodriguez, pati sa pagdidribble ng gwardiya, pinag-ialaman niya.
At nakuha niya ang foul dahil doon.
Yeah.
7 minutes, 11 seconds left in the game. San Juan Knights go for gold, enjoying a 68-53 lead over the Burlington EOG Sports.
And I just want to point out, because of the destruction of the rotation sa point guard, ang tagal naman na upo nitong si Castro.
Oo nga, siya naman ang nanlamig ngayon. We'll see pag nakuha niya yung bola. Calma all the way. Inabot pa rin ni Nermal, but Abundo is there to put it back in.
Si Alvin Abundo naglalaro yun sa PBA, kasama yan sa aking Ninja Turtles club. Yung mga ganyan kalalapad na katawan for a guard.
So si Leonardo Donatello, pati si Abundo. And that drive by Villarreal draws a foul from Calma.
Again, Villarreal has been held in check. That time nakatakas siya kay Alvin Abundo. Secondary defender was J.M. Calma, unable to draw the foul. Now the problem, of course, with trying to get free from Alvin Abundo is now you're going to have to start shooting inside.
Yes.
Kasi hindi ka binibigyan ng outside shot dito si Alvin Abundo.
No space whatsoever.
Yeah, no space whatsoever. And then when you get the ball, you have no space to shoot. You have to dribble and Abundo's going to be there. But if he's moving without the ball, maiiwanan nga niya si Abundo. But, yun na nga.
And that free throw is brought to you by Wilson. Wilson, our official ball for Filbasket Subic Championship.
Sandali lang yung pahingarita ni John Clarito. I mean, the rotation here for Coach Randy Alcantara has shortened a bit.
6 minutes, 36 seconds left in the game. 15 points na po ang lamang na San Juan Knights go for gold. Let's see kung makakahabol ba dito ang Burlington EOG Sports. There's enough time, Noel.
Yeah, but again, I'm just looking at the bench nitong kupunan ng San Juan Knights go for gold. Hindi pa naglalaro si Renza Bando?
Hindi pa.
So think about it. If you have Renza Bando there as your 3 guy, paano kaya ngayon ang mga matchups?
Mas mananakit ang una ni Coach Blake kung pumasok si Renza Bando. Meanwhile, a steal here. Navarro pushing it to Castro pero nawala yung bola. Involved na naman doon si Abundo sa steal na yun.
That's 3 guards and two bigs ang ginagamit na San Juan dito. Clarito's being used as a stretch 4.
Wamar now looking for a screen. Rodriguez provides that. Wamar floater, too strong. James Castro comes up with it. 5 minutes, 47 seconds left sa game. Matias gets that lob, loses the ball. Lockup comes up with it.
Kayod Marino yung Jonard Clarito sa depensa. And he helps Ronnie Matias up. That's how much he respects this veteran.
Yun nga. Still, 15 points pa rin ang hinahabol ng Burlington EOG Sports dito. And San Juan seems to be in control. Pero there's still enough time. 5 minutes pa ang natitira.
Good defense there by Matias.
Yes, and that results to a open layup by Byron Villarias.
At itong timeout na ito is out of respect by Randy Alcantara sa binibigay na effort dito ng Burlington EOG. They cut the lead down to 13, so they now have to settle things down.
This timeout is brought to you by Steak Roasters Coffee. We will return after this. Make sure. Nagbabalik po tayo sa third game of our triple header dito sa third day ng Filbasket Subic Championship, brought to you by Coco Life. Ako po si Eman Cabilas together with Noel Zarate. 5 minutes and 11 seconds remaining dito sa laro. Lamang pa rin ng 13 ang San Juan Knights go for gold against Burlington EOG Sports.
Alam naman natin itong Burlington EOG Sports won their opening game against the Muntinlupa defenders by 15 points. But they are now going up against a team that is known to clamp them down. Tingnan mo, 57 points lamang, and we're just about halfway mark dito sa ating fourth quarter.
That says so much about the San Juan Knights defense. Meanwhile, Clarito breaks free. Beautiful assist there by Gamboa. Jet without 3, wala.
Again, they're rushing it na ngayon. Ito po pala, there's no such thing as a 15-point shot in basketball. So minamadali na yung mga tira nila.
And the thing is, meron pang oras, 4 minutes, 42 seconds pa.
Yeah, but they need to get some stops and they need to get organized on their offense as well.
Manzo now, speaking of organized, gets that screen. Lets it fly from 3, bounces out.
Oh, the positive about that, well, they got it back.
Yun lang. And Gamboa puts it in.
I was about to say, the positive about that is inubos nila yung shot clock halos doon.
Oo nga. Kaya lang nabitawan ni Byron yung bola. Balik ulit ang lamang sa 13 points. Uy, that's by Jong with the hook.
Yeah, it's about time that he was able to get that kind of position inside and get some results.
Yes.
Sa lapad niyang yan.
At kanina pa niya gustong gawin yun against Larry Rodriguez. This time, Larry Rodriguez wasn't able to check by Jong's shot.
So si Vidal pinaupo na rito, which is a strange thing to do if you're trying to come back from a 15-point lead. One of your better offensive players, so I believe pupunta sa opensa. They'll lean more on the defense pala. Ito ko pala ng Burlington EOG.
Meanwhile, Baitong will shoot the free throws here. Bounces out. Saldana is back for is in for EOG.
He had a few three-pointers in the last game.
Baitong carves space, binigay kay Saldana, hindi lang pumasok yung floater. And San Juan Knights not letting up. Manzo's floater, wala.
May sakit ang floater ni Manzo ngayong araw na ito.
Navarro now. Baitong fakes the 3, goes in and kicks it up to the corner. Navarro. Normal. Back to Baitong. 11-10 on the shot clock now. And Abundo fouls Byron.
Well, that's the 4th team foul para dito sa San Juan Knights. But you like the way the boys of Brittany Roma are still following the system. You know, yung inside-out attack nila. Ang problema doon, Villarias was not involved doon sa pasahan na yon. Because Abundo is sticking to him. Yung term na ginagamit natin sa basketball, inaasawa na.
Mismo. Maghahani mo na sila mamaya.
Pangalawa yan para kay Nermal. So may konting, there's still a pulse here para sa kumpuna ng Burlington EOG.
Ray of light in the person of Nermal for Burlington EOG Sports. San Juan on the attack. And the foul is called on by Tiong. Blocking foul.
And yun nga, binababat na sa endgame na itong si Arvin. Arvin Gamboa going to the free throw line dito. Ayun, binalik na. So, medyo offense-defense sub. I would really want to keep Jet Vidal in the game if you need more offense.
Right.
But again, I cannot second-guess one of my good friends, Brittany Roma.
Gamboa misses his first. 2 minutes, 58 seconds left. May oras pa ba dito ang Burlington EOG Sports?
Yeah, may oras pa talaga rito, but it has to be perfect already from this point on.
They're down by 12 only. Now 13. After that, made free throw by Gamboa. Oh, medyo nagka-confusion dito sa inbound. Pero, naitawid ni Nermal, and Nermal will go all the way! Skying high, hindi lang pumasok yung tira.
That looked like a Bruce Dasha drive, if you remember Bruce Dasha.
Binit-bit. Now Wamar being hounded by Navarro. And Navarro. No, Wamar was called for stepping out of bounds.
Stepping out of bounds, really. Ang ganda ng depensa na ginawa doon.
Good defense, no? Hindi binigay ng espasyo kahit konti si Wamar, ni Navarro.
But you also may have to make sure talaga na you score on this offensive thrust to just give yourself a chance.
Yes. Pushing off is Byron, and he gets that 2.
He's got 21 in the game. That's a game-high score.
Right, so the lead is 11. 2 minutes, 17 seconds left in the game. Gamboa now being hounded by Vidal. Gets ito Abundo.
Nako.
At tumapak na naman sa baseline.
Kabilang side naman. Sa sideline actually.
Sa sideline. Sideline rather, si Wamar. Ang laki yata ng pata talaga ni Wamar.
His momentum threw him out to the sideline.
He was about to shoot the 3, then the whistle was blown.
So that's actually a stop again.
Yes. Another chance here for EOG to cut down on that lead. And that bone-crushing pick by Tiong. A foul was called against him.
Napura niya doon si Wamar. So, even if you're guilty or not, you have to go over to Wamar and say, sorry, I hurt you.
Wamar deleted in that play.
At he deserves a massage at the end of this game if they hold on to win.
Iba level na pinapakitang effort nitong si Wamar at Abundo, lalo na sa depensa. Last 2 minutes is brought to you by TM Easy Surf 99. So last 2 minutes na po tayo. Nokum, the runner, is no good. Oh, lead pa sana pero dumulas yung bola. Villarias for 3. Short.
Hindi na masasagip ni Jonard dyan. And you can hear him voice his frustration.
Mismo. And Abundo na naman. Nasa harapan ni Villarias kahit hindi siya sumabay, no? Pero alam ni Villarias na natin lagi si Abundo. Meanwhile, timeout is brought to you by Astig Grocers Coffee. We will return after this. 1 minute 38 seconds to go in this game between San Juan Knights and EOG Sports.
Pag nakashoot dito itong EOG Sports, Burlington EOG Sports, pwede pa.
Pwede pa.
Up,
But
pwede pa.
Young, from a nice feed from Navarro.
They need to stop. They're pressing now.
The lead is down to 9.
Larry hindi handa sa press, ha? Yon.
Touchdown pass pero
Incomplete pass.
Incomplete.
And that's another turnover. Ang swerte ni Larry that it's from the spot of the last touch. So galing backward itong inbound.
Yes, and they have a chance to pressure Navarro again, bringing down the ball. 1 minute 20 seconds na lang. Navarro will drive and he will shoot pero hindi pumasok. Young fighting for that ball. He will carve out space. Kicks it to Nermal for 3. Short. Pero nabalik ulit kay Nermal. Nermal will drive.
Uy! Uy!
And that is an end one. We held our breath there for a moment. Hindi natin alam kung charge or blocking foul.
That is 6 unanswered points. Nako, hindi ka pwede magkumpiyansa. Even if you think that the game is in the bag. I'm not saying San Juan is letting off the steam here or not taking their foot off the gas,
Right.
so to speak. Pero talagang mas aggressive coming off the timeout. Itong Burlington EOG.
Meron pang 1 minute 5 seconds remaining here. At
Haba pa yun.
At pag na-shoot ni Nermal tong free throw, 6 na lang ang kalamangan. And he does. So a timeout again is called. This time by San Juan Knights. Go for gold. And this timeout is brought to you by Aztec Roasters Coffee. Magpapalik po kami. Less than a minute ago, 11 points ang lamang na San Juan Knights go for gold. Pero biglang naibaba ng Burlington Sports EOG 69 to 75 ngayon ang score natin. 6 na lang ang pinoprotektahan ng San Juan.
Actually, that was 13 points kanina yung lamang nila. So it is now down to 6. So 7 unanswered yun kasi 3-point play kanina. 105, that's a long time.
Yes, it is. Let's see what Coach Randy has drawn up here. And blitzing is the EOG Sports defense. Wamar loses 2 players. Rodriguez will control.
Shot clock.
Shot is down to 0 and San Juan didn't get a shot off. Good defense there by EOG.
And tandaan natin, since they inbounded from the front court coming off the timeout, only 14 seconds had elapsed. Hindi po 24.
Yun nga,
Coach Randy Alcantara is beside himself right now. What happened there? Na-blitz lang kayo ng konti, hindi na kayo nakaporma.
that is correct. Coach Randy.
Oh,
very
now Coach Young is on the court. He's gonna be called for a technical foul here.
And that will not be good.
That's
for
Coach
San
Young
Juan
Garcia,
Knights if
the
a
assistant
technical-
coach. Buti na lang dito, warning lang yun.
Oo nga.
Sa PBA, technical yun.
If that was a technical foul, mas marami pang chances ang EOG.
Right.
Sana. So, Normal and Navarro again.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends also on the league.
Assistant coach of Burlington EOG Sports for entering the court.
Oh, dalawa na sila. So, offsetting warnings. And now, Britton Roma's gonna use a timeout dito, Eman.
Burlington EOG Sports.
All right. Timeout called here.
Coach Young is still
Kaya
trying to
nga eh.
plead his case dito.
Ine-explain pa rin niya. This time out is brought to you by Astig Roasters Coffee. We will be back. So 51.5 seconds left here in the game. Anim pa rin ang inahabol ng Burlington EOG Sports.
At tinitipid talaga nila yung oras. They're inbounding from the front court here.
So Etiong gets the ball, hounded by Rodriguez.
13 seconds on the shot clock, 13 seconds to shoot.
Ball stays with EOG Sports.
Sabi mo kung nakapihit si Baitiong doon, he would have been
Yes.
going for a layup.
Libre siya sa baseline dun. Navarro getting the ball. Etiong with the pick. Navarro for
Uy.
three. Almost, pero it bounces out. Clarito grabs the rebound, looking for his guards, pero si Larry Rodriguez ang nakita
They
niya.
don't have to foul here.
Lamar being hounded by Jet Vidal.
Oh, big shot.
Jumper. Yes. That could be the dagger by Nokun.
Oh, hold on. Anspo here. That's a little frustration coming from Jet Vidal. Oh, and a technical as well.
A technical from Clarito.
Yeah, Clarito was protecting his teammate. The security is
Right.
already here right now, but you know, I didn't see any reason for that contact there coming from Jet Vidal. Tignan natin if we can see that again. Yeah, that's an inopportune time to get a
Right.
flagrant and a technical foul. Although that looked like the technical foul nga was called on Clarito. They're still reviewing it right now. Pero initially, Anspo si Jet Vidal,
Yes.
technical si Clarito.
Though hindi pa naman penalty ang Burlington EOG Sports dito, no?
Yeah, let's see where this happened there. Eksakto ang ISO rito. So,
Oh, Lamar fished for that one, crossing the path of Jet Vidal.
so the initial call was an unsportsmanlike foul. Now, I'm not sure if Jet Vidal actually had any malice in that
Yes.
contact.
Hindi umangat yung balikan niya.
Yeah, baka he never broke stride. So if anything, they'll probably call an offensive foul on Jet Vidal. Yung technical ni Clarito might stick though.
Yes, yes.
They might downgrade this. I think they could downgrade this to a normal foul.
Right, right. I won't be surprised
Yeah.
if a faking a foul is called.
No faking a foul. The foul was really there.
All right.
So I believe this could be downgraded. I don't know. Interpretation ko lang ito. Could be downgraded, but the technical on Clarito could stick.
Good job by our cameraman.
Yeah. So
Cameraman,
absuelto dun
yes.
sa shot na yun. I know that they had
Catching that
another angle eh. Oh.
Pero kahit pa paano, kita
Offensive
natin
lang.
Sports number 31, Jet Vidal, that's his first.
yun.
4
So downgraded nga. You are absolutely correct.
Technical foul on San Juan Knights, who for goal number 22, Jonard Clarito, using plain language.
Exactly as we said, diba? They downgraded the foul. It's not unsportsmanlike, offensive foul, but they still have an opportunity to get a point out of this from Byron Villarias.
So let's see if Byron.
Nako.
Oh no, that was short. Do you think fatigue is a factor here now for Byron? Well,
I think it's going to be San Juan ball.
yes, with 26.7 seconds left.
I'm not really sure it was fatigue. He really just missed the shot. Pero yun na nga.
Parang malamya yung tira niya na yun.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have some subs come in now.
Yes.
So here's the offense, defense sub.
parang football na nangyayari.
Yeah,
Another timeout is called.
someone's gonna use their last timeout dito. It looks like we're gonna stay on. So bottom line dito, San Juan, they're up by 8 points at this point.
Right.
Should they hold on, they're gonna get 2 straight wins. Pero ang daming scouts dito sa loob ng ating venue. Of course, this timeout is brought to us by Astig Roasters. But again, there are a lot of scouts in this venue. And they are seeing na yun lang palang kailangan natin gawin kontra sa depensa ng San Juan. And if you use the kind of defense, there are people flying all over the place here.
Yes.
And if you use the kind of defense that they have against them, they may adjust later on. The problem yung nangyari dito sa kupunan ng Burlington EOG is they just couldn't make their shots.
Yes.
They had the answer.
They had their chances.
Oh, they had their chances. They had the answer. Hindi lang talaga nila. Byron Villarreal was defended very, very well by Alvin Abundo. If you can give the player of the game to a defensive player, Alvin Abundo would obviously get that. So, yung lumabas yung pagka-veterano ni Alvin Abundo, he knew exactly how to defend ito si Byron Villarreal. At yun na nga, they look to be 26.7 seconds away from their second win.
Exactly. Si Byron Villarreal kanina, sunod-sunod ang tres nung early on in this game.
Yeah, he had 3 of them in the first quarter.
Right, and then, eto na, Abundo gave him the clamp down.
Yeah. Nakascore pa rin naman. I mean, he had a few layups here and there. He has 21 points. If you're gonna see na, you're gonna grade Alvin Abundo on the results ni Byron Villarreal, sabihin mo pasang-awa pa rin si Alvin Abundo, but at the right times, hindi nakahawak si Villarreal ng bola because of Abundo.
And here comes the blitz of the EOG. Nakuha nila yung bola, pero hindi nabuti sa Saldana. And Valdez, control now by Larry Rodriguez.
Yeah, they just gotta pass the ball around right now.
10 seconds left in the game, and I guess that would be it, Noel.
Wala na. I think Britney Roma's already said enough.
Right.
And that's out of respect also for San Juan. Tandaan natin, they were able to keep this game close, itong Burlington EOG. But San Juan had the better game plan, and the better game plan emerged in the end. You gotta give credit to Alvin Abundo. You gotta give credit also to the presence of Randy Alcantara dito. Well coached, well played, and well-deserved victory para dito sa San Juan Knights. Go for gold. Nothing to be ashamed of if you're Burlington EOG Sports. That is just a spectacular way to go out in the second game.
And that concludes our third game. San Juan Knights victorious 77-69.
We do still have our Coco Life Player of the Game. Javi Palanya will actually be interviewing our Coco Life Best Player of the Game. Pero ayun na nga, dami natin pinagpilian dito. You want to go on the defensive side, it could have been
Abundo.
Si Alvin Abundo. You want to go on the efficiency side, it could have been Larry Rodriguez or John Clarito. But we chose to give this guy a return trip to our Coco Life Best Player of the Game. And he is with Javi Palanya. Ito po si Orlan Wamar.
Alright guys, so natalo nga po ng San Juan Knights Go for Gold ang Burlington EOG Sports at kasama natin ng Coco Life Best Player of the Game, Orlan Wamar. Orlan, ano masasabi mo maging isang factor sa pagiging undefeated nyo dito sa tournament natin?
Ginagampanan ko lang yung role ko sa team namin kasi yun lagi sinasabi na, sa amin ni Coach Randy na play, kung ano yung role nyo. Tapos yun, nagampanan ko naman mabuti.
Ayun, so baka may mga gusto kang batiin, Orlan?
Binabati ko yung mga supporters ng San Juan Knights, Sen, Boss Jeremy, Engineer Eddie, yung family ko sa Cebu, nanay ko, tatay ko, lolo ko, lola ko, Coach Pase, girlfriend ko nanonood ngayon sa Bulacan. Tita, tito. Yun lang.
Ayun, so that was Orlan Wamar, our Coco Life Best Player of the Game. 18 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Back to our panel.
Thank you very much, Javi.
I just wanted to point out din dito, Eman, before we go off the air, yung performance dito ni Alvin Abundo, as we credit the score. He came away with only 4 points, pero yung efficiency niya was +7, and he came away with 4 steals.
All right, so tomorrow's game, Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors versus the Nueva Ecija Best Pren. That would be the first game. Second will be the FSD Makati Army versus M-Trans Boracay de la Ia Batangay City Tanduay Athletics. Then sa third game natin, Muntinlupa Defenders versus 7A Primus.
Of course, the action starts at 3:30 p.m. So mga ka-Filbasket, tune in lang po kayo. We are heading into day 4.
Yes, thank you for watching the third day of Filbasket Subic Championship brought to you by Coco Life.
And of course, ito po si Noel Zarate with Eman Cabiles. We'll see you tomorrow.
yung games if I'm not, at par with the pros because I'm not. I know.
Adjust.
Yeah.
Parang player lang.
Yes. I will not sacrifice a lot of games.
Yun ang talaga sir ni Mayor.
Yeah.
Naka-Gio na, nandiyan na, nakita na Gio.
Baliktad gamit natin.
Iyak na nga ako eh. Iyak na nga ako. Sabi ko tayo, gumano. Tayo ako pa nung nakatuka dito. Putang ina.
Nakakabit yung block, nakakabaliktad yung UC.
Sabi ko, patay tayo dyan. Putang ina, gumano. Nakamit tong camera.
Game yung